Bada bing, bada boom. It's time to recap the day. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with Talk About Solutions. It did $4,076 and so far 8 cents on SQQQ. That position is closed out, and I left myself, as you can see here, with my one lucky share. When it comes down to TQQQ, I did $5,032, and as of right now, 15 cents. And of course, my one lucky share. Let's not forget about that. I called out my entire reversal trade on TQQQ to my LPP team. Again, I do trade live every single morning with one team and one team only. You don't have to join, but if you're tired of feeling like you're left in the dark, if you don't know what it is that you're doing and you're an absolute beginner, again, I trade live every single morning. It's not so you copy what it is that I do, but I understand my thought process and how valuable could that be for you to understand the intention of someone when it comes down to being able to watch them trade live and have them explain to you, this is why I'm buying here, this is why I'm selling here, and right or wrong, you get to see both my green trades and my red trades. And that's the beautiful thing about learning, at least for myself. I always learn best from watching someone do, not to copy, but to understand their why. So very, very quickly, I wanted to recap where we are for the day. A handful of economic reports. We talked about this yesterday. We had the ADP employment change, which was one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion, on why the market started selling off during that pre-market session. So we were already somewhat gapped down, but if you see, a lot of this selling pressure shortly followed well, let me go ahead and show you. You could see that at 8:15, the ADP employment change came out, which is, again, I think that's an hour and 15 minutes before the market opens. And if you look at the time, literally at this exact moment is when we started to gap down quickly. And then again, 15 minutes later, we gap down even quicker because 15 minutes later, initial claims, continuing claims, trade balance all came out. Why? Why is this happening? That's probably what I titled the video. Very, very simple. The expectation for the ADP employment change was 245K. It came in at 297K, nearly 2 times as much. We had, for initial claims, less people file for unemployment, which is, again, a good thing. All of this is good. And it all comes down to the very simple question. Like, all of this is good. But right now, it looks like the market is interpreting good news as bad news. But why? Why would the Federal Reserve do this? Or why would the market do this? This is what I love to do, the why behind everything. Right now, we are waiting for the next decision from the Federal Reserve, right? Is the Federal Reserve going to provide a rate hike? Are they going to pause rates just like they did last time? If they see a stronger than expected economy and stronger than expected labor market, then it can take a larger hit, right? Therefore, it can tolerate a rate hike, right? If we were showing that, hey, we have a weak labor market or a weak economy, the Federal Reserve probably doesn't want to be too aggressive with rate hikes because they can put us in a worse position. But the Federal Reserve, we are not at that 2% target for inflation just yet. So if they see that we're stronger than expected, then why would that not support the case of front-loading these interest rate hikes and no longer pausing, right? The Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell even said it before, that yes, rate hikes are possible in the future, right? Just because they paused last time doesn't mean that they're going to pause again. And for those that are absolutely new to this, what are rate hikes? Well, the Federal Reserve, right now, they're trying to bring down inflation. And inflation is currently sitting at around 4%, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check. Inflation has been coming down. And the really great thing about this is that with inflation coming down, we're still not at our target. So if they see a stronger than expected labor market or a stronger than expected economy, then they can front load these interest rate hikes. Again, making it more expensive for people to borrow money, for businesses to borrow money, slowing down the economy. And when slowing down the economy, then inflation can begin to correct itself. So we can see that current inflation rate right now is at 4%. Overall, considered core CPI, everything less food and energy, is 5.1%. So a very simple breakdown on the why behind what caused the market to sell off today. Very, very easy to understand. It seems like, at least based off of how it interpreted it right when the reports came out, that right now good news is bad news. And the reason why is because it simply supports the case of potential more rate hikes, because we could tolerate it, because it's showing signs of of a stronger economy. So just wanted to recap the overall day. Again, 5,000 on TQs, SQs. We did 4K on that one. Very grateful for how today played out. I would love to invite you to my live trading tomorrow. And again, it's literally the second link in the description down below. If you feel like you're not ready for it, I'm not here to rush you. But if you feel like it would be of value for you to be able to watch me trade live every single morning, then again, that's that second link in the description down below. I go live every single morning right at market open for about 30 minutes to an hour every single day. I really do appreciate you guys' time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. I do want to remind you, we are running our biggest discount, and it is linked down below. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.